Hey there guys, my name is Estepp and this is 10 things you probably didn't know about the DECS series. So I've been making the DECS series for about 3.5 years now, and I figured that I'd give some of you longtime fans a little insight into some of the weird things that have gone on or have happened in some of my videos. So here you go. Number 10. DECS races have been shot in 3 different houses in a total of 7 different rooms. In between season 2 and 3, I actually moved houses about an hour and a half away, across the city. And season 3 and 4 were shot there. And then after that, I moved back to the side of town I was originally from, but in a different house again. So I've shot in 3 different houses, and I've shot in different rooms each time. Some of the tracks, bigger tracks, require a big table. So sometimes those big tables and big rooms don't fit in my usual project room. So 3 different houses, 7 rooms in 3.5 years. Number 9. The cotton I use for smoke is actually stuffing from some of my old stuffed animals. Yeah, so it might sound like animal cruelty to you, but when I started making stop motions and I knew I needed smoke coming from the tires, I was like, what do? I could rip up some pillows. No, those will be like feathers or weird stuff. So then I was like, oh, I got these old stuffed animals, and it might sound sad to you, but I had no problem tearing up a couple of them and taking their innards and using them for my races. It sounds messed up when I say it like that, but they died quick and painlessly. Number 8. Season 4 was originally planned to be the last season. Yeah, so like I said a second ago, I was moving during season 3 and season 4, and after season 4, I originally planned on that being the last season. I was not planning on making a season 5, because that was when I'd started doing the NASCAR parodies, and I saw how much people liked those, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll just do this. And then from, hearing your comments and whatnot, people influenced me and inspired me to do a 5th season, and so I did, and now I'm doing a 6th season and it's still going, so I guess I go change of heart? I don't know. It's weird. Number 7. Each race usually takes anywhere from 1,100 to 1,500 pictures. So yeah, this is more just me answering a question that I get a lot of times on YouTube, is how many pictures each of my races take. They usually take anywhere from, about 1,000 to 1,500. Usually my plate races, because they're bigger and longer, usually take about closer to 1,500, and the little short tracks may take less, but this isn't really interesting. It's more just facts. Number 6. The engine noises I use are recordings from live races at Texas Motor Speedway that I've been to. So yeah, I've been to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races at Daytona, Indianapolis, and Texas. And I've been to Texas Motor Speedway about 6 or 7 times. I can't exactly, off the top of my head, don't know. And every time I go to these races, I bring my camera, and you've seen some of the videos I posted, and actually all the sound effects, the car sound effects in my videos are literally the engine noises I got of the cars going around the track from my seat in the bleachers. So some of y'all, I think I've said that before, but if you didn't know that, now you know. Number 5. Trey Normile signed up as the 31 in Season 2 and the 99 in Season 3. He inadvertently finished 2nd in points both seasons after wrecking on the last lap both times. Sorry about that. So I know you still watch, and it's funny because I never call out viewers like this, but I remember when it happened. I can't remember if it was you, if it was Trey Normile that actually let me know this, or if it was somebody else pointed this out to me, but I remember when I saw that, I was like, oh crap. I was like, because in Season 2, he was the 31 car, and on the last race of Season 2, he was like in 2nd place, like in position to win the championship, and then he got caught up in a big wreck, and I was like, that was kind of like, oh, big drama. And then in Season 3, because the results are completely random, I didn't even notice he signed up as Carl Edwards in the 99 that year, and I just totally forgot who was who, that he was the same guy. I was just thinking, oh, Carl Edwards is doing good this year. And on the last lap of the Season 3 finale, Carl Edwards got spun out while leading. So I felt so bad when I realized that I'd screwed this poor guy out of a championship 2 years. But I mean, I feel bad in one way, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, you finished 2nd 2 years in the DECS series. That's not bad, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, sorry about that, and you're welcome, I guess, for calling you out. Number 4. Almost every race has contained a reference to Sly Cooper, my favorite video game series. So if you're not familiar with the Sly Cooper video game series, it's a PlayStation exclusive, PS2, PS3, and when I was younger, when I was like 6 years old, PlayStation 2 was like the first video game I ever played was on the Sega Genesis. It was Sonic the Hedgehog. My first ever console that I got was when I was 6 years old, and it was a PlayStation 2, and the first game I got was Sly Cooper, and that was basically through elementary school and junior high. That was my favorite series. They came out with 3 games for the PlayStation 2. I played the heck out of them, remastered them for the PS3. I played the heck out of them again, beat them all half a dozen times each. And then in 2013, they came out with a fourth one for the PlayStation 3, and I bought that and played the crap out of that, and they are still my favorite video game series. So if you know anything about video games, you know who Sly Cooper is, you'll know that there's a Sly Cooper reference in every single video I make somewhere. Just what you gonna do, you know? Support your homies. Number 3. A total of 300 people signed up as sponsors for Season 6. That's more than double the amount that signed up for Seasons 1 through 5 combined. So yeah, obviously, you know, this sounds like I'm bragging, but as you know, Seasons 1 through 5, I did it where I only had like 27, 28 cars and one person per car, and that happened. Season 6, as you probably know, I did the whole sponsoring thing where I got like 20 people, 10 people on each car, and so they're getting to see all their names on like the group of sponsors, and I guess, yeah, it does sound like bragging. I probably should have taken this off the list. But yeah, 300 people are in Season 6, which might be why it's been very successful view-wise, because more people care. Number 2. Tracks in Season 1 and part of Season 2 were made almost solely of paper and Legos. Now I use painted wood and foam core on all of my racetracks. So you longtime viewers will of course remember back to Seasons 1 and a little bit of Season 2 and all the tracks where I made were out of paper and tape and stuff like that, and they looked really really crappy and stuff and whatever. When in Season 2, Season 1, I built, you know, the Texas Motor Speedway track that I've used with the banking. That's really cool. I built that, and that was whenever I used that, I was like, okay, cool, because this looks way better than the paper. And then midway through Season 2, my dad and I worked on cutting out a bunch of sheets of track with plywood, and we painted them and stuff. So now I basically have replaceable parts for each of my tracks, and you've probably noticed because you can kind of see the pieces. Here's a straightaway, and so if I'm making, say, Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I need a big long back straightaway, there it is, and I can piece in turns around the sides of it and stuff like that. So I have literally about 30 or 40 different pieces. I got like small turns, I got big turns. You can kind of see a lot of them all over the place behind me. So I guess there's another kind of answering questions that I get. How do you build your tracks? Well, if they are basically connect the dots pieces, so that's why they look the way they do. Number 1, my family has dedicated a whole room of the house to my projects. So yeah, as you can see behind me, I have a bedroom, you know, and I know a lot of you guys that make stop motions will make them in your bedroom. My family is so crazy and I guess awesome that they've given me a whole room to put my projects in. And here, hold on, let me show you. So yeah, this is, right now I still got remnants from my Mario and Sonic race. That's why there's nothing, I filmed the last couple NASCAR races in a different room. But 99.9% of my races that I've filmed the last couple seasons have been in this room. And you see I got this box right here that has all of my characters that I use sometimes as pace cars from Mario and Sonic videos. I've got a drum kit and guitars over here that I've used, whatever. I got lights galore. I got this huge shelf, not huge shelf, what am I saying? It's like 3 feet tall. Got old 2014 cars just kind of sitting here. I got, there's nothing in here, is there? Oh, there's a couple cars. I got a football field that I was planning on using on NASCAR Parody a long time ago, never did. I got this big shelf with shoe boxes. Each of these shoe boxes are labeled as my other cars. You see these are all 2013 cars right here. Whoops. Well, that one's on the ground. That's the 2014 cars. See, I talk about how great my parents are giving me this great room to hold all my crap in to make these videos, and then here I am just bumbling around destroying everything, so I feel bad about that. Now I've kind of set the camera back up. Now I'm too far away. Whatever. So that's my list. I hope you enjoyed watching this, the 10 things you probably did not know about the DE Cup Series. I am still going. We got Season 6 is almost over. We got a few races to go. I'm working on it right now. And I hope you liked this video. If you're a longtime fan, I really hope you enjoyed seeing, I guess, a little bit more into all the craziness that has been this series the last 3 or 4 years. And I hope you look forward to more races and more things down the road to come. See you guys later.